Hey guys, what's up? So we are going to be diving into using Studio One as a viable replacement for Ableton Live for tracks, but not only tracks, but how to cue propresenter slides as well. So we're going to go ahead and begin. I'm going to break this up into several different videos so that you guys are able to find exactly what you're looking for. This will be video one. And we're going to kick it off by basically just giving you a quick overview of really important shortcuts that I use to speed up my workflow and how to set up the DAW to function in the same way that we might Studio One. This is how my church does it. And if you're watching this, since I'm just going to put this on this channel, if you're watching this and you're looking for a viable way for you guys to do this, then this will be what you want to do as well. It works really well for us, especially working with propresenter and being able to easily connect and run things, whether it be Behringer X32 like we do or the 8-channel UMC. This will be a great way to go. And it's a much more affordable method as far as software is concerned because it works with Mac or PC. It is without a doubt the most efficient and all of that. So without further ado, here are the shortcut settings that I prefer to use. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up your top number keys to shortcut your markers. So what I do is I go up here to Studio One, the options. Now I'm on PC, so this will be like a preferences menu on a Mac. But I go here to options, and what I'm looking for, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself already here, as you can tell. What you're looking for here is shortcut keys or keyboard shortcuts. And when this opens up, this allows you to completely modify the mapping entirely of Studio One. So if you're dealing with laptops that don't have the number pad keys on the right, this is how I would do it. And what you want to look for here is recall. So you can see here when you open up recall, it allows you to literally set up every single thing. And so this is pretty easy to set up. So as you can see here, number pad number 1, it's assigned to number pad 1 for recall marker 1. And so basically what you're going to do here is I would, like, if you're wanting to make it like Ableton would or anything like that, you know, because you can use Ableton in any way. Our church, we use the numbers across the top of the keyboard. So I can just go over here and just click 1. And it'll tell me, hey, this is already assigned to the toolbar. So you can modify that if you want. It's always really, really easy to get it back as it keeps your keyboard mapping scheme. So you can always return it if you want. For me, for the church campus, we have it literally running down like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's so that we can trigger whatever. Now, with this on my own personal computer, I made this the number pad like that. And that makes it really, really easy. And then basically everything else by default is going to be pretty straightforward in what you would want. So I don't think you really need to do anything else outside of just setting that up. Okay. So now let's go into actually utilizing these shortcuts so that you can see what to do. Now I do apologize if you're on a Mac, because the F2 key, which opens up, as you can see, the project editor, it's F2. And on F2 and F3 and stuff like that for the mixer here and all that, or F5 to open and close your browser. On a Macintosh, some of those keys like do Mac functions even when this program's open. And I don't know the actual answer on how to make it not do that because we've moved everything over to PC. But those are your shortcut keys. So F2 will open your editor, F3 will open up your mix window, and F5 will open and close your browser. Now, you can also just click these buttons down here in the far right for the same exact things and all of that. So that's that. Now, as far as zooming in and out, up and down, and all that stuff, basically To zoom in, you hold Shift and Control at the same time, and you can use your mouse wheel to do that. And that is how I usually will zoom in and out, is just with that mouse wheel. Now, you can't see it here, but essentially look down here in the corner. Actually, let me just grab a track real quick. I'll create an instrument track, which I've actually made a shortcut for. It's I. If I hit I, it creates an instrument track. So anyways, if you're in this area right here and you hold Control only and use the mouse wheel, you can see here I can begin to enlarge my viewer. And I do use this. So, and then lastly, if you have audio there or an audio track and you want to scroll to the right and left, you hold Shift and use the mouse wheel, and that will allow you to move left and right. So that keeps that real clean. So quick recap, hold them both will allow you to zoom in. So hold Control and Shift both. It zooms in, zooms out with the wheel. Control with the wheel, and only Control, that is, will allow the event size to be blown up or shrunk. And then using Shift alone will allow you to scroll to the left or right. So for the most part, those are the shortcut keys that I use. Now, Studio One, if you're not familiar with it, everything works from drag and drop. So you can drag and drop things from the physical browser, which is here, using the Files menu or anything like that. Or you can actually drag and drop from the actual folder. So like if you plug in a thumb drive and the audio files pop up, you can literally just highlight them and drag them into the session. But there is a very specific way that I actually pull these files in, because I always like them to be in a very specific order. And I'm going to show you how to do that in the next video. Hope this part on the shortcuts and just the very basic shortcuts that we use pretty much every single time I build a set, that's pretty much what it's going to be right there. So anyways, see you guys at the next video.